Hey viewers, if you would like to get too soon trending news videos, please subscribe to our channel, Daily Bulletin News, and stay with us. On Days of Our Lives today, Steve wishes he could move on, Theresa and Alex play Truth or Dare, Harris surprises Kate and Roman, and Everett invites Stephanie to spend the night. At night, Marlena calls out for John when she gets home. She phones him when he refuses to identify himself. In the square, he responds. He's out for a walk because he couldn't sleep. He ends the call by saying he'll be home shortly. Marlena taps more buttons on her phone, looking worried. Theresa and Alex explain why they are at the hospital when Alex gets home, but they remain mum about what they were talking about with Kayla and Marlena, respectively. Theresa suggests they play a game of Truth or Dare, something simple and entertaining. In all honesty, she finds out that Lindsay Lohan was his first celebrity crush. However, he asks for a dare when she asks him to name the most clever, endearing, and gorgeous woman he has ever kissed. She looks at him and challenges him to give her a kiss. He complies with pleasure. Everett finds it difficult to confess to Stephanie in his Salem Inn room. He is afraid because it seems like a big risk, but he must go through with it. Although he respects her limits, he finds it intolerable to be in the friend zone. He couldn't live without her and would do anything to reclaim what they had, so he came to Salem in search of her. In the square, Steve discovers John preoccupied. While he tries to brush it off as a coincidence, John is aware that Marlena was the sender. Steve says that both she and he are concerned about him. Steve remembers that when they used to meet in the shadows, it was usually on opposing sides. John says, "I've been told so." If he still can't recall anything from that period of time, Steve queries. John informs us sternly that those memories have been erased. Steve feels envious of him. Steve wishes he could go back in time and stop working for Victor. He finds it difficult to let go of those memories, particularly when Constantine is around. Steve says he's positive Constantine is aware of the pawn when John asks. John is taken aback, questioning how it's possible. Steve is ignorant of the matter, but Constantine was making fun of him as though he was an authority. They both agree that they must approach the task of solving it strategically. Everett tells Stephanie, who is taken aback, at the Salem Inn that it's clear he feels something for her. She acknowledges this, but she has also made hers very apparent. She's invited him to meet her parents and friends too, as far as he's aware. Stephanie explains that she was devastated by him, which is why her feelings are nuanced. Wondering what she did to make him go, she tortured herself. When she believed he had abandoned her, she broke down completely and didn't get better for a while. She sobs, wondering if her tendency to feel like she's always to blame for problems stems from a natural lack of confidence. Everett is relieved that she is at last talking about this so he can comprehend the suffering she endured. His only desire is to compensate her. "Will I be permitted to do that? Would you please?" Kate demands to know where Lucas is when Harris surprises her and Roman in the closed pub. Lucas is waiting for them in a room that Harris leads them to upstairs. Harris says he carried Lucas in a linen basket out of the hospital. Even the commissioner of police is in the dark about his presence. Lucas expresses regret to Roman for forcing him to give sanctuary to the man who abducted his daughter. Roman makes it clear that he is welcome to visit at any time as his stepson. Alex finds out at the apartment that Theresa would undoubtedly free Tate if she could do anything without getting discovered. He then inquires as to the largest lie she has ever told. Instead, she makes a dare request, which makes Alex curious about the lie. She would prefer to stay out of it. He challenges her to belt out her all-time favorite song from childhood. With excitement, she performs "Row, Row, Row Your Boat." Up until their neighbor starts banging on the wall, Alex joins in. Alex interprets that as their signal to end the evening and head for bed. Theresa advises them to get separate beds in order to get a decent night's rest. Reluctantly, Alex heads to his room. Theresa turns around as she goes to grab hers. She asks, "Who am I kidding?" as she walks into Alex's room.